This is a thing that's served all across Scandinavia. It's a very traditional dish. It's called Tilslørte bondepiker. Roughly translated, it means veiled peasant girls.
That's quite the name.
Yeah. And actually there's a story behind this. There's this famous linguist and poet called Ivar Aasen. The rumor goes that he was madly in love with this girl, right? And again he proposes to her, but she always says no. One time this girl asked if he wants to taste her sweets. And of course he's like, oh yes. But he got a little bit annoyed when he realized she was talking about a dessert. As he was that annoyed, he named it Tilslørte bondepiker.
Is that a fact?
It's a rumor, but it's pretty much stated on every single like recipe. It's like this rumor is like it's from him and pretty much.
All right, we're gonna make some veiled peasant girls.
Yeah, and for that, first of all, we're gonna make some a nutty bread crumble, and we're gonna make that from scratch. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do, and I'm really wondering if this is actually gonna work. I am going to grate some bread. Let's see.
That's the bread, that's the grater.
Is this working? Yeah, but it's making like a very fine... Hold on, if I do this first. Oh my God, that's tough. Yeah, this is not working.
I mean, this is like one level down from just shoving some firecrackers into the bread and seeing what happens. Next episode, guys.
Next episode. I think if I just cut them into like rip them off really big rough chunks and then use the knife afterwards, that's gonna be just fine. We have one chef in our like community. I think he's gonna be very, very pissed at me right now. He's gonna be like, don't do that, you're supposed to...
What are you supposed to do?
I don't know. Probably has some like chefy thing that makes this go 10 times faster.
Mr. Chef Guy, comment down below. What is Martin doing wrong right now?
You get like a PDF, just...
And then how else are you supposed to turn one bread into a million?
I think if you cut it
breads?
first into like slices, and then cut it like...
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be enough for now, because I think they're gonna whittle down. And I honestly can't be bothered doing this for much longer.
So what we got here?
We got some hazelnuts, and we're just gonna crush these.
Didn't you say something about hazelnuts aren't usually in this?
So you can use just straight bread and butter and sugar. You can buy, you know, pre-made bread crumbles. You can use muesli. But yeah, there's tons of different variation of what gives that crunch in this dish. Yeah. All right, so now we have the nuts here, but I'm also gonna just chop it up just a little bit thinner because I want these to give just a little bit of crunch. I don't want them to be big pieces. All right, we got our nuts ready, so I'm just gonna do this.
These are the walnuts?
Yep, about the same amount. And these are a lot easier to crush. There we go. We're gonna be doing a traditional version, but also a little bit of my version, a little bit of a zhuzh up. And
a zhuzh?
A zhuzh up.
A zhuzh?
Zhuzh it up.
Zhuzh?
Zhuzh.
He's gonna zhuzh it up.
Zhuzh it up. Give it a little zhuzh. I'm gonna put my own spin in it and try to make it better.
Spin on it. This is the most useless 44 seconds of British ever.
Good chocolate, huh?
I'm gonna need more water because I just ate a bunch of chocolate.
Go get your water then. And lastly, while he does that, some orange zest. First thing I'm gonna do is just start off my pan on a medium to low heat, or medium to high. Get that warmed up. I'm then gonna throw in our bread and our nuts, toast that off a little bit. This you can use on pretty much anything that has to do with yogurt or desserts or anything. It will be like a very nice crunch with some very sweet, nice flavor from the honey. But yeah, just what you want to make sure here is that you want the bread to toast off, but you don't want it to burn. So keep it at a low enough temperature for that, because we want as much of the moisture to get away as much as possible. And then we're gonna add our butter. I'm gonna add a little bit at a time just so that I can control it better, because I'm not 100% sure how much of this I should be using. I'm probably gonna need more butter, but I'm gonna start off with a little bit of honey here. About 3 tablespoons of honey. So what's important here is that every piece of bread, every piece of nut gets a little bit of that honey, a little bit of that butter so that it toasts nice and evenly. If you see any dry spots, just try to mix it as well as you can. I mean, you can put your own spin on this. You can add some herbs, some spices, whatever you want, you know? It wouldn't be traditional, but who cares about that when it tastes good? Let's create some whipped cream. We need a thick whip here, like a stiff peaks. Do you know what that means?
A stiff peak?
So when you whisk up cream, you can have it like a very soft whisk, or it can be very stiff, and we want a stiff whip. All right, so we're gonna be piping these, this whipped cream into our serving glasses. And to do that, we're gonna be using this bag here. And I got a really good trick. Take one side and tie it off. And then this side here is where we're gonna pipe it out from. So put it in here, and then wrap that around your glass. And now it's super easy to get our cream in. And now, and all my whipped cream can now be pushed all the way to the bottom of the bag. And now this is ready for piping. This is äppelmust. It is pretty much an apple jam, but without any gelatin in it. Put some sugar, some cinnamon, and a vanilla stick. And if you want to learn how to make this, you can watch it here.
Or you can just buy some store-bought shit.
Yeah, you can, but it won't taste as good. What do I need? I need serving glasses. Let's take some wine glasses.
Well, aren't we fancy?
Yes. Jesus Christ, dude. We need a proper studio, guys. Subscribe. Get us that YouTube money. It's time to make Tilslørte bondepiker. All right, we're going to start off with a little bit of our mushy apples here. There we go. Then some of our bread mixture. And then our whipped cream. And I'm just gonna push this down a little bit. There we go. And then we start over and layer it again. And then the last layer. And then you top it off. Just a little bit of the crunch on top. And there you go, Tilslørte bondepiker. And now for the fancy version. Same procedure, except when you put down your cream, you're also gonna add a little bit of shredded chocolate and some orange zest. You do not need a lot of orange zest because this has a quite, potent flavor. And then we continue layering. And then you top this off with your lemon zest and chocolate. And then the piece de résistance. Tiny piece of mint.
All right, let's try this.
All right, bon appetit.
So this is the regular traditional one.
Try to get a layer, like a full layer in.
Yeah, got it.
That was pretty good.
This too. But I want to try the one with the chocolate and the orange.
You don't seem happy.
I wasn't happy. Yeah, I don't like the mint.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, the orange, slight orange and chocolate flavor, really great.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that was Vailed Peasant Girls.
Tilslørte bondepiker. Cheers.
Cheers.